I want to share something real quick. Today, my friend and we went to a Celtic worship service. And there I found out that the Holy Spirit is actually a divine disturber. And I really had to laugh, and we had a discussion about it afterwards, what that could mean. But I just had to chuckle because, we all know the Holy Spirit. He is the paraclete. He's the one who comes alongside of us. He's an advocate. He's a comforter. And he's the Spirit of truth. And so he is the third person of the Blessed Trinity. So we all know that about Pentecost Sunday, what happened. And here they also named him as the divine disturber. So I did some researching because I'm like, what does that mean? And I thought about, yes, he disturbs us. He, when we are wanting to be the Laodicean church, then the Holy Spirit comes to disturb us. And he is trying to get us off our high horse at times. And he also comes to shake us and to awaken us so we could see the truth that is right in front of us. So, but in reality, if you think about it, he is a divine disturber. And he comes to give us a new life and a refreshing. And we see that in the time of Pentecost, the day of Pentecost. He came in but like a mighty rushing wind, and there was tongues of fire on each person. Well, he really upset the apple cart, didn't he? He came in with something completely different, what they didn't even expect. He turned their lives upside down, and the fire of God was coming down, and things were completely changed from that moment on. So he's right there with us, and he helps us with being reconciled to God, because the Holy Spirit is the one who does the work here on earth as far as moving upon people who don't know the Lord yet. He woos them to come to Jesus Christ. He kind of disturbs their lives so they look around and they start being awakened to what else is happening round about them, and also they see Christ all of a sudden. That's the work of the Holy Spirit. And when we in that flow of the Holy Spirit, I see it all the time when I'm overseas or even here. He comes and brings a fresh wind, but that wind also disturbs my normal day. And I want him to disturb my normal day, because I want to follow him, and I want to follow what the Lord is doing through the Holy Spirit. So yes, he comes, and he's a divine disturber. And we see him disturbing situations and bringing the truth, because he is the Spirit of truth. If we follow something or someone that is not the truth, he will come and disturb us and get us out of that untruth, the lies, and let us come into the the Holy Spirit is the Spirit of truth, and he will lead us into all truth. So yes, he does come alongside of us. And so if we are on that road, that narrow path, that narrow way, and he wants to keep us there. So if we are straying away, he's going to try to get us back on the road, after we're falling maybe in serious sin or anything that can happen to us. And that means that the Holy Spirit will have to unsettle us in some way. So yes, he is the divine disturber. He comes to unsettle us. And sometimes he comes in times where I don't even want to hear it. You've probably been there as well. But if there's any compromise, if I ever want to compromise, the Holy Spirit comes and he disturbs me, and to bring me back to the reality, or to bring me back to the truth, and say, this is the way, walk ye in it. If you go to the left or the right, you will hear a voice behind you. This is the way, walk ye in it. So he's always there to disturb. And this is a positive thing, because You would think that the Lord, because he said wait for the one that was promised, the Holy Spirit, and then he came and he overwhelmed them. And that's the same with us. A lot of times he comes and he overwhelms us, and we have to let everything else go. If we hold on to something, then we just want to let it go, because we want the fullness of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So yes, that's the gift that he gave us. That's the one they had to wait upon, and he changes everything. So the Holy Spirit, he's largely the opposite of all these things that we think that the Father is giving us. He makes us restless with our possessions, our comfort, our respect that is so often based on compromises. And now think about, if he sees us being the Laodicean church, he's going to come and he's going to unsettle us, to give us a little restlessness. And he's as a tempest, and he does not settle down. He does not allow us to settle down in our comfort, or he exposes any kind of ridicule, to putting us in the service of truth, so that we are continuing to release the truth, and that we live in truth, and that we are communicating and speak the truth in love as well, because he shows us about love. So, and he is one of the gifts, or the fruit of the Holy Spirit in Galatians 5 is self-control. So really he's showing us how to exercise that self-control, and which also tells us and shows us and gives us direction on how to be that person who really loves others as we love ourselves. Love God first, with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength, and then love your neighbors as you love yourself. Okay, I just want to leave you with that, because I thought it was just amazing that the very one, the Holy Spirit, that is entitled with Paraclete, the Advocate, the one that comes alongside us, the Comforter, the Spirit of Truth, that he's also the divine disturber. So be blessed, and have a wonderful day.